Hi slugs, today is a wild ride. I'm coming on the road. You can get tickets at EstherOnIce.com. I'm coming to Portland and San Francisco and New York this fall. Portland is almost sold out, so if you're coming, get your tickets. And also go to sleepoverbyesther.com for this week's new drop. Can't wait for you guys to see how cute it is.
And if you've never seen Esther do stand-up, trust me, it's fantastic. Go to standupcomedy.com/Trash Tuesday to get some tickets today.
That's fake.
Good.
Why are you not wearing lingerie?
No,
I'm not kidding. I thought this was a lingerie themed episode. You didn't tell Rick? George?
Yes, he told me.
Are you wearing it?
No. Would you like me to leave?
Oh my God.
Hi, Rick. Hi, Esther.
Oh, you guys look exactly the same.
George, look what you're making me do. It's a hell of a show.
Are you going to take your mask off?
Yeah, I just don't want my jaw to hit the floor.
You look so much You look so much better than me. It's not fair.
Yeah, how unusual.
So unusual, Esther. It's true.
What I don't understand is I was driving here and like a few cars started to back up, which has never ever seen that happen before on my way here. Okay. Guess who's holding up all the traffic on your street? But Ricky Glassman.
Ricky Glassman.
Mm-hmm.
What was happening on my street?
What was that move about? You had to pull over to talk on the phone?
Yeah, so I stopped on the side of the street because I was talking to somebody and I didn't want to lose signal. And I put my hazards on. And the woman behind me, I'm sorry, the person behind me, but didn't know to just go around.
Uh-huh.
So then the person behind her.
So you're saying you're not at fault here. You're not taking the blame.
Oh, I stopped. They had to go around me. So it's my fault, yeah.
Okay.
But it had a man.
Oh my God!
Like had Esther been driving. Yeah, it was just a little, you know, I stopped. The person didn't know to go around. Mm-hmm. Esther needed to find something to complain about.
No, but it's just, of course, at the center of it all, it's fucking Ricky Glassy on the phone.
You're right. We don't have a lot of gridlock traffic on this street.
Sure.
So I think Esther's right.
Yeah, me too.
Caused a commotion.
It was, yeah. This has been fun.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I know it's a lingerie themed episode, but
I know, where's yours? I was really looking forward to yours the most.
This is my lingerie.
Let me see. Let's break this down.
Sure. Well, when I was single, I would have.
Why is that funny?
It's hard to imagine me single.
What?
It's weird, Esther. You get comedy so much, so I don't know why you're asking me about that.
I genuinely don't get it.
Yeah, I know. We'll fill it in with conversations with your parents.
Let's go, Ricky. Let's move it along.
So I would have a woman come over, and I would have her watch, a sketch of mine or something.
Oh my God, that is
How
so
horrifying.
fucking disturbing.
It's a joke.
It's not a joke. I know it's not a joke.
I feel like it's really not a joke.
So you'd invite a girl over to have sex with her, and before
No, that's not why I invited a girl over.
Okay, then
First
why?
of all, I said a woman. Because they don't like to be called girls.
What do you mean they?
They. Adult females do not like to be called girls.
I love being called a dirty little girl.
But you are a dirty little girl. Esther, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
You want to lock eyes?
Yeah.
How long?
Well, I don't want to look down. Otherwise, I won't be able to stand up. I have back issues. I got a rower.
Imagine me and Rick having sex, honestly.
Oh, I'm
a disaster.
So jealous. Why are you giving him sexual attention?
I get why you have Esther here. It's like, it's work to have to look at her. So the eye doesn't really go there. Esther, do you want me to give you sexual attention?
No.
Okay. Just have some work done.
Actually, yeah, Rick, give me some sexual attention.
Yes, I want to hear this, please. We love you, Betty.
Let's
Trust me, Betty is not concerned.
She ought to not ever be, considering she's a supermodel.
I'm like a great friend for guys because the girlfriends are never upset or concerned about
I thought you were really cute. I was like, I'll keep my eyes open just in case.
What does that mean?
This little whore just slides in there.
With Bobby.
Yeah, with Bobby.
Bobby would throw up on me faster than Rick would. Like, I actually think Bobby is less attracted to me than even Rick.
Well, the difference is Bobby would get to a place where he could throw up. Bobby would be like, I'll try it.
No, I don't think he would.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lee.
We don't have
You guys
We
don't
don't have him.
Okay.
we don't have the
Yeah.
cut to
Yeah.
technology on this show.
Yeah, we don't have your budget. The Ricky Glassman budget.
You know what?
With
It's-
animation.
It's not just about a budget. It's about caring what you make. And sometimes you have to cover it up with tits. Sometimes you have a good product. We'll be right back after a word from Take Your Shoes Off.
You still haven't given Esther sexual attention. I need to see this.
No, I want to know, what do you really
Could we move her you? It's too. It's just, what is this? You get
You
to
can't
just go like this.
micromanage in this house, Rick.
Okay.
This ain't your fucking setup.
What's going on?
It's
with
up
your
to
attitude right
George.
now?
Look, I gave myself the fake tattoos.
Oh my god, that's so hot. Esther, show me more.
The naked lady. Are you attracted to the naked lady on my hairy thigh?
Esther, you aren't ugly. You aren't anything. You know what you are? You know what you are? You look like when they're making people, they start with this like you are the shape of a pawn, right? Like on a chess piece. Just like this. They start with this.
The curves are there.
Yes, and then they're like, let's turn this into something. You have yet to be turned into something. You have all the potential in the world, and you're wasting it, flaunting those tits.
They're really not even you can't really see them. I had to cover them up. As I was leaving the house, I got in trouble.
From whom?
My
Don't want to name
Say
drop.
it.
I want to say like something like creepy, like dad vibes, but it's not. It's because I got in trouble leaving the house. So, your parents, but no, Dave, my fiance.
Oh,
Do you play daddy talk with him at all?
Do you? He wouldn't.
Oh, I do daddy talk with everybody.
What
How
does it
does
sound
it
like?
work?
Well, how does it sound like when it's not everybody? What does it sound like when it's really like intimate?
No, it's like I think my whole life I've always been sort of this like dominating figure in the bedroom. And now I've turned a corner. I want to be absolutely dominated. I want to just be like bound and beaten. And so the daddy talk is new to me, but
shut your
I'm
mouth.
really enjoying it.
Hey, shut your mouth. Esther, go sit over there.
I am sitting over
Esther.
there.
There.
I'm gonna put up a fight though, because I'm not a natural submissive person. So like you really just gotta fucking like take me out. Because I will resist.
Are you promoting abuse?
Look, real abuse there's a very, very thick line there between real abuse and fantasy.
Very thick line.
Thick
Explain
line.
to me just the thick line. I get the other sides.
Show me your thick line.
Stop it. Stop it.
Ew. Sorry, Betty. Hubba. No, I want to know from Rick, how do I look?
Shut up for a second. Esther, we did some Rick and Esther Have a Time, and I did a joke on there where I just went like pretending to cocksuck, and the stuff you guys talk about on this podcast,
We're women.
and the way you look is disgusting. So for you to call me out for that is nuts, Factory.
We are women. It's empowering for
Yeah.
us to
Oh,
talk
I thought you were
about
girls.
sex. We're both. We're whatever we want.
Yeah. I thought I would come across likable on this podcast, and I can't with her.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I thought I was going to come in, and I even said when you're like, oh, whose fault is it? I'm like, this is my fault. Hey, I'm cool. But this fucking coos over here is making jokes. You get
Wait,
it.
Rick, so break down your lingerie, please.
Women
Uh-huh.
are attracted to a lot of different things, but in the Venn in
Yeah,
the center
tell
of the
us about
Venn.
what women
Yeah,
are
well, women. What do you
attracted
think
to.
women are attracted
Well,
to?
here's what women are usually everyone has their own things. Here's where the Venn diagrams I'm saying like a lot of overlap is confidence, right? A way to feel safe with that person. Now, listen, you want to be dominated, but you don't want to be dominated with someone who thinks really
No,
going to do
I'm
damage to
gonna.
you.
My
I'm
safe
not
word is
done.
pineapple. I need safety.
you need
Wait,
safety.
that's not a good safe word. Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because pineapples are the symbols of swingers.
Really?
Yes, like literally if you go to like a cruise and you wear things covered in pineapples, like couples will come up to you and be like, hey, like pineapple is calling the sex in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. We actually walked past it. One of our neighbors' house has a pineapple outside and we were like, is this what we think it is?
Could you guys ever be swingers?
Ever at any point in my life or now?
Yeah.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be shy.
You do look like a pawn.
My, go on and kiss the girl. Whoa.
Okay, break down. Sorry, your lingerie.
Girl would come over.
Uh-huh.
Why
Or a
can't you
woman.
go to her?
Because I'm the alpha. I'm a real alpha. A real alpha male. I don't know. I just a girl comes over. It's easier for all
For you?
parties. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
But there's got to be a transaction, right? I mean, she has to be getting something from me. That's why I show her my sketches. So then she'll come over, and I'm comfortable. I'm dressed comfortable. They're like, oh, she's thinking, whoa, I put on silly ears, some lipstick, put on a brassiere for my nice set of tits, and all I had to do was show up and be who I really am. I like
So
this
now
guy.
she feels less than you because she had to try hard.
No, now she feels more comfortable to be herself around me. That makes me feel more comfortable that if I have an issue with like performance anxiety, that I could be like, well, hold on, let's just, watch something.
Is that something you
Khalyla-
actually have?
Yeah.
Performance anxiety?
For sex?
Or anything I'm performing, including sex, yeah.
Do you have a sad penis?
No, happiest part of my body.
But
I have a sad perspective.
like, do you rate yourself after? Do you like rank it compared to other times you've had sex? Like, what's the anxiety
it's
coming
just,
from?
It's I would get scared that I don't like having. I never wanted to have sex right away. It wasn't like we got to meet each other's families, but on a first date or a second, I didn't want to have sex. But I have this thing built in where I feel like if I don't have sex with her, then she's going to think I'm a loser. So I felt like this need to have sex. And that made me always feel uncomfortable. So if I got to the place where it's like, let's not have sex now. Let's put on some sweatpants, watch some of my old videos. Like the pilot that we did. And then it's like, oh, you know what? Hey, look. Daddy's hard. Okay.
Ew.
Daddy's hard.
It's one way of daddy playing. Okay, but okay.
So now we'll have sex. Or we don't have to.
is
But I
that-
can. The door's been unlocked. I need the door to be unlocked. I can't get hard until
but do you
somebody
announce,
says I
do you
can.
announce it like that? Daddy's hard.
It depends on the energy. No, I've never said that
Daddy's
like
hard.
that.
Uh-huh.
You
I'm,
have-
I'm into that.
You are?
I mean, I've turned a corner, Esther. What I like is really strange these days.
You know what I'll say? I'll say this. What I need is like, because you're saying like you kind of have to watch your own sketches
That's
to
a
get
joke.
hard.
That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I don't think it was. I think you're realizing it after the fact that you need to say.
Are you busting my balls, or are you that far removed from bits that you think I have girls come over and they watch that guy and his friends sketches from 2010 where I'm pretending I'm in SNL? That guy and his friend.
in SNL?
No, I don't have them watch my sketches.
Well, I was gonna say because you made it seem like you kind of are nervous to get, and you can't really. You're not sure you're gonna get it up.
I'm scared of the obligation, the assumption. So I need to get it across quickly. And I would say this, like, hey, listen, I am probably going to be too scared to have sex, and if that's what you think is going to be happening tonight, we can't do that tonight.
Oh, that's
What
sweet.
if? Okay, let's do this. We're on a date. I'm at your house.
Right?
And
well,
you say-
change and wash your hands.
Say what you just said. Like, so you just said to me.
It would be before you got to my house.
So you just said to me, really?
Yeah, before you come, because when a girl comes over, there's the assumption of, oh, something's going on. And maybe, if daddy's hard. But I don't know. So I'm just being fun. I'm being fun. Come on, I'm being fun. Bobby Lee. But before, so I'm saying, hey, listen, you're coming over. I don't know what your expectations are, so let me help us get on the same page. I'm probably not going to want to have sex. I'm not saying nothing's going to happen. I don't know. But like, just know, like, would you be comfortable coming over? Maybe we'll make out, or maybe we'll watch something, maybe nothing, maybe something.
You would say this before they get over there?
Yeah.
God, Rick, that's just a whole lot of information
Yeah.
to
It
digest
kinda
before
takes
walking
the
through someone's
fun out of
door.
it.
I don't want to be, how do I say this
I mean,
with class?
It's safe. I mean, I would feel safe walking in, like I know exactly what's going to go down.
Unless it's a trick.
But
If is it a trick? Hey, we're not going to have sex, but then you go.
I have found that it wasn't my intention, but I have found that was good. But still, no, it wasn't a trick. It wasn't a trick.
So let's say I'm at your house
Yeah.
and you're like, let's say you tell me in person, like, I don't want to have sex. And I'm like, well, I didn't say I wanted to either.
Okay. I don't date defensive people like you. I don't enjoy people's company when they're projecting that when I'm talking my truth.
What
that I'm
would you
saying
like
this.
the girl to say if you're like,
I'm going to answer you and you're going to say gross.
okay.
Here's what I want her to say. Whatever her truth is, whatever she's feeling, because if she says this to me, hypothetically, Betty, I love you. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever met. If she said to me, I get that. We don't have to have sex, but I'm probably going to fuck you. And if you're nervous, I'll suck your dick while you're soft. We'll figure it out. I'll make you come soft. I'll probably go like this. Come over. That's fine. I just want you to know that I might not be able to get hard until we get to know each other a little. But if you're okay with that, that would probably get me hard.
So it sounds like you have a hard time getting hard.
I have, if
Daddy, maybe daddy's not so hard.
Daddy is not hard.
I can't get hard unless I'm interested in the person.
I'm the same way. I can't get wet until there's a mental connection.
Yeah.
But why do you have them over if you're not interested?
Because I'm truthfully not having them over to sleep with me. I don't love leaving the house.
Do you like making out? Do you like just making out and like rubbing genitals?
Love. I love all of it. I love it all. But I don't know. I don't leave the house much. This is my date. This is our date. Mm-hmm. If you're into going out on a date with me, where the date is, you come over, watch some sketches, and we do whatever.
I know it's true.
Then come. It's not true.
I know it's true. I know guys like him. They make you watch their shit that they made.
Okay. I'm gonna start doing that with Bobby. Just make him watch these episodes.
It's a joke. let me sprinkle it in, so I'm not just a fucking snooze fest who relies on her star power to get the bucks. Fuck me.
Today's episode is sponsored by our friends at Manscaped.
And they are our friends because Todd's bush is gone. Thank you. That's a good friend.
Annie, do you remember being with a guy with super hairy balls?
Yes.
It's not a fun ride.
I got a bushwhack. I'm in the jungle. I'm like, what am I on a freaking safari? Get me to the hot dog. Where's the hot dog stand at the zoo?
School is back, and the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is here to teach the boys a lesson on male hygiene. Inside, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver, a ball deodorant,
Thank you.
Crop Reviver toner, plus 2 free gifts, Performance Boxer Briefs, and the Shed Travel Bag.
And the Shed travel bag is not to catch your pubes, okay, Todd?
This 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology.
Seal the deal with Manscaped's liquid formulations. Before heading out with your man...
With your mans, girl.
Before heading out with your mans, he can use Crop Preserver ball deodorant to keep him
going in that heat. Then after he trims the lawn and whacks the weeds in the heat, he can give his balls a boost using the Crop Reviver. It just brings them back to life.
Guys, gone are the days where we get the hiccups when we're going down, all right?
And you're like, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code TRASH at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code TRASH at manscaped.com. This year, have your man graduate with a degree in clean balls from Manscaped.
Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring this and our boyfriend's crotches.
I'm not a shopper.
I'm done.
The idea of walking around a mall and having to sort through racks of clothing actually brings me a lot of anxiety.
No, sorting through is the anxiety. Trying it on is the anxiety.
If you're like Annie and I, you no longer have to do this because there's Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix Freestyle is your trusted style destination where you can discover and instantly buy curated items based on your style, likes, and lifestyle. Whether you're looking for a brand you love or to try a new one, at Stitch Fix Freestyle, you can shop hundreds of brands personalized to your size and fit. So you guys, this is how it works. You go online, you take a quiz, they figure out what your style is. They send you a box full of different
that are
things to try on.
Yeah, and they're curated by a stylist. So it's like you literally have your own personal stylist, and then you can send back the stuff that you don't want. It's like really amazing.
All without ever having to walk into a crowded mall because it's COVID season. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, and there's no subscriptions required. They offer free shipping, returns, and exchanges.
Get started today by filling out your style quiz at stitchfix.com/Tuesday. That's stitchfix.com/Tuesday to try Stitch Fix Freestyle. Stitchfix.com/Tuesday.
You know what? I want to change the subject. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks ago, I went home to visit my family, and I got a text from a guy that I was really, really close friends with in high school. Like my senior year, we hung out all the time, whatever. We were just really good friends. And he was like, hey, I'm in Skokie too. Do you want to hang out? So I went to his house. We went for a walk, and he's like, I want to tell you something. And I'm like, what? He's like, I had a crush on you all of high school. And I was like, what? Like, it just changed everything.
He took you guys went out for him just to say this? Like, he had it in his head to
I'm not sure.
Get it off his chest?
I don't know.
Pull your coat back a little.
So this like changed I feel like this changed everything for me because I'm like, whoa, like a guy liked me. Like I just never felt like guys were into me. And then he reminded me of something that I completely forgot. He did finger me once. And he told me that when he was fingering me, he started kissing me. And I asked him to stop kissing me and to just finger me.
That's a boss move, babe.
And I was like, I can't believe I did that. That's so like prostitute level. But I completely blocked it out.
That is boss level.
I think maybe you're right.
Because kissing is so intimate to me that it's like, if I'm strictly wanting something sexual from you, there's a good chance we'll never even kiss.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to see your fucking face. Get down there, do the thing.
If I don't want to kiss you, I can't do anything with you.
Well, I think by the way, if it was reversed and the guy was like, don't kiss me and just jerk me
You would
off,
say, I know. I know.
I think that'd be good.
You'd say, I understand.
But anyways, I feel like I like left this weird imprint on him. And now like, cause in high school at this like important time, I said like, don't kiss me.
Yeah, that could be traumatic. I understand that.
Yeah.
When you're just first starting getting sexual and then someone says something. I didn't get chest hair until like I didn't have body hair really. And then I turned 18 and then it just, pfft. And I went to my first girlfriend. I went to her dorm and the girls are here, guys are here, same floor. So I showered over here and then I walked across to her place.
I'm so lost and bored.
With a towel around my lower half, but I had chest hair.
Oh.
And my girlfriend at the time was embarrassed. She goes, cover your chest. And I got so much laser hair removal.
You did?
But hairy chest is
Not on my chest,
good.
but like here and for like a decade. Because I would, and it wasn't until years and years later, I used to do a bit about it. I talked about how when I saw Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and I thought, he looks great. For years, I was so embarrassed to take my shirt off.
Oh my God, there was this guy that I happened to cross on my last trip on vacation.
Happened to cross?
We happened to collide. Our paths crossed. And he had his shirt off and he had a patch of hair in the back of his neck, like further up on his back. And I didn't know this about myself, but I was immediately attracted. Like I thought, holy shit, I don't know what it is, but I want to touch it.
The hair.
The hair on the top of his neck, it was like this soul patch and it was so fucking hot, Esther. So I say, guys, if you're insecure about your body hair, hold out. You're going to find some freak like me who's going to really, really love it, including your chest hair. Right?
Can we
Let me
see your
it
chest
now.
hair?
No. I'm not even embarrassed about my chest hair anymore as much as I am about how like skinny and out of shape and unathletic I look.
We can't see?
I don't want to.
It's a lingerie episode.
Show us.
I don't really want to. I don't really.
Show us what
And
Betty
it
gets
hasn't
to
got
have
sun.
every
There's
night.
it's pale.
Wow, you're insecure. It's okay.
Yeah,
I
I know.
understand.
I'm sure you do. You fat piece of shit. Fuck. Could you edit out?
Don't edit it out.
Edit that out because you're not supposed to say
Don't.
stuff about weight because everyone's beautiful. But the truth is, heavy people are beautiful if there's some, but there's just nothing about you. You're just a pawn that could only move one space on the first turn.
Do you get hard easily if you're with your girlfriend or like a lover?
Yeah,
that
I don't think I have
It sounds like
erectile dysfunction.
It sounds like you do though.
I'm saying I don't. I'm not ruling it out. But it's never. It's not an issue. Like there's no issue. I can't.
How do you know?
Because there hasn't been many times. There's been a few, but there hasn't been many times in my life where I'm like, oh fuck, I can't have sex. It's just that I don't want to. So the situation that I was talking about before, where is the most uncomfortable, is if you find yourself making out, you're rubbing genitalia. But I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be doing any of this. Any of it.
The show right now.
That's what I was implying, but I don't mean that.
You know, the first night that because I used to date a comedian, Tony Hinchcliffe, and the first night we hung out, we had like, what you were saying.
What are you just doing? Are you doing
Showing
bunny
you
ears?
sketches?
Because you didn't say anything in the quotes.
Oh, what was I doing? The dry sex, like humping?
Dry
Well, isn't
humping.
dry sex, you would call it sex, is dry sex, but with doing, dry sex sounds like it sounds like a sex.
Okay, whatever.
We were dry sexing,
Oh yeah, I'm bad at the quotes. You're right.
Yeah.
You caught me. So
It's dry humping.
we were dry humping the first night we hung out, and he came in his pants.
Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing?
Do you know how good that would make me feel?
It
I
was-
told you this. Some guy came on my kneecap And I've never felt like a bigger boss in my life. He was like, "Oh, your legs!" And he grabbed my legs and he nutted on my kneecap.
Wait, what?
And I was like, "Ah,
Wait, what do you mean?
I
he
must be
grabbed you?
some kind of fucking specimen."
Do you really think it was you and not the fact that he comes like that? You think, I can never come, but all of a sudden, I came on her knee.
Here's the thing, Rick. I don't like guys that last long, and that's
Same.
a fact.
Same.
Yeah, well, what's long? I mean, you want
I
8
don't
minutes,
want more
right?
than a maximum 8 to 10.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's already him really trying to like think of his grandma and baseball and other things.
Is that a thing people really do?
I don't know, but
Do
you know,
you?
No, if you're trying to
folklore.
last longer, you just change positions.
Why?
Because then it's like when you're working out, you take a rest. Hey, like, I'm sure, I don't know if anyone ever fucks you face forward, but like, if you're behind, maybe you would say, here, get on my back and face, I'll get on my back and face that way or something.
I feel like you should ring your bell, Esther.
I sometimes feel bad insulting you because it feels like I'm being mean to Dave.
Oh, that's true.
Because Dave's like, what are you saying? Like, my standards are such and such?
You're disrespecting his woman.
Well, I don't feel it. Yeah, yes, that's not the issue. I feel like it's disrespecting his tastes, and he's obviously has such great taste. He's a very creative, smart.
You can pivot. You could go after me. Esther could use a break.
Go after you for what?
I don't know if you feel like
Take off
calling
your bra.
me.
Ew.
Let me see if I can make fun of your tits. Take off your bra.
This is a paid service. Subscribe and you can see it.
Sure.
what I'm
We'll
realizing?
put this part on Patreon. Hold on a second, sir. Go ahead.
I really have not put deodorant on in several days.
You don't wear deodorant, do
Can
you?
I smell
Isn't that a
today?
thing?
Yes, it's not good.
I don't want to get up because I'm wearing a thong.
Do it. I don't want to get up because my
She
boobs-
just shit her pants. I was hoping for a bigger laugh. It made me feel immature.
Wait a second, Esther. You said that you had a sketchy massage experience?
Yeah, I got my first ever male masseuse because I was
Did you ask him not to kiss you?
I was like, I'm gonna be a big girl. Who cares?
We know.
Get a guy to do it, and then it totally backfired. And he was like a young guy, and he was fully like assaulting and molesting me. And I was,
How so?
At a professional place?
yes, he was rubbing like there was so much upper thigh, and it kept going like higher and higher. And I remember laying there like, he can't go higher. He went higher. He can't, like, he was so, it was fully like
What's
molestation.
the address?
Did you feel scared?
I did not feel scared at all.
Did you like it?
I didn't like it. I have sore inner thighs, so I was like, well, this is fine.
Ooh,
Did
have a
you
lot to
tell
carry.
him that up front?
No.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Would you rub my thighs? Right.
No. And at one, I don't know. It was just like, he was definitely, I was in my head, I was like, well, he's enjoying it. I don't care. He didn't like touch my vagina. Like, I didn't feel his dick or anything. So I was like, I'll just let it go. But I was like, this is the first massage I've ever had where there's like this much inner thigh. Like, I know this is shady.
Had you been to that place before?
Yeah, but only with a female. Have you had that
I
happen?
always get massages from males, but I
You
always
do?
go to like the old school, like Chinese herbalist type of masseurs, and they don't fuck around. They'll cough in the back of your neck. They'll like pound you out good. And I'm into it, but they don't come close to like my they don't disrespect me in any way.
What would you do if you were in my situation? Would you have like said something? Would you have stopped it? Like, what would you do?
Depends how I was feeling. More than likely, the state of mind that I'm currently in, I probably would have just let it go.
Yeah, that's I was also like
The X-rated Frozen soundtrack.
I started to I think I told you this privately, but I started taking edibles a couple weeks ago. So I was on a marijuana.
Is that what you call snacks?
Yeah.
I've been microdosing muffins, scum, pancakes. That's not an edible.
I was like on a little bit of a weed gummy, and so I was a little bit like, what's happening? Like, I just didn't.
Yes.
Getting
I
high
didn't-
before massage is so nice.
Is it?
Yeah. So nice.
Wait, did you take an edible before you went?
Yeah. I'm always high now. Is a problem.
I think that'll be really good
Esther.
for you. I'm not
I
even
think so,
joking.
too.
Why?
Because you're a misery. You are. Like, you built a career on being a misery. And if it doesn't hit, it's not just not funny. It's, let's leave her alone. So just, I think you should be.
What do you mean? Because I feel like you're being serious.
You're the one who caused a traffic jam outside, Rick, not Esther, with her beautiful Corolla. So I'd say, Esther, at the very least, on the streets, you are not a misery.
But in the sheets, she is misery.
I just lay there. So if that's miserable to you,
I would be microdosing every day but it starts to affect me negatively.
how?
I sleep in, I snack constantly, and then there are like withdrawals from it.
Like what?
Like if I get a little high and then other chemical, like if I get an adrenaline rush, sometimes I notice when I get high in a podcast and there's like this big high and we're laughing, it's such a good time. Then there's the adrenaline, calm down, the dopamine is going away and the weed's going away, and I'm just like, oh, I feel shitty.
Your come down from weed is bad?
I'm a sensitive boy, so my come downs of coffee or just good moods, high highs, low lows.
Bipolar.
No,
That's too rapid cycling to be bipolar.
it's not bipolar.
What is it then?
I think he's, like he said, he's like a super sensitive about like mood shifts and chemicals going through his
And the
body.
change, I notice it, and I just know, like I spin. I don't know.
I'm kind of proud of you, Esther.
Really? Me?
For taking the weed.
Well, no, just sort of like, stepping outside of the box and sort of like
What is
trying,
stepping outside the
like
weed?
trying an edible, because she doesn't drink, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't do
I
anything.
never knew that you didn't do weed. I thought you used to do weed.
No, I literally tried it for the first time like 3 weeks ago.
The most that she had done was, what is it, like NyQuil.
Dayquil.
Dayquil. She got
Actually.
high on Dayquil like a month ago.
Yeah.
And we were congratulating her.
It's good.
The gateway drug to weed.
Oh my God, it is a gateway drug after all.
No, do you know what do you want to know the real reason why I finally, after 33 years of being sober, tried pot or gummies, because the smoke makes me cough and have asthma.
Yeah.
So over the summer I had to have like a surgery.
What was your surgery?
I can't explain it right now.
What you out of all the things you really aren't public about it?
No, yeah.
Okay.
It was a weird one.
So I had a surgery, which Khalyla knows about. She performed it. And
I was there, held her hand every second of the way.
Okay, so I had a surgery, and I flew home the next day after everyone told me not to, including Khalyla, and for whatever, I was just doing too much movement afterwards, and I had a really bad night. I haven't talked about this anywhere because it's hard to talk about because it was
But it was rough for you.
Yeah.
I was genuinely worried.
I was on the floor of the basement of my parents' house, and I was like, I was in so much pain I've never felt in my life because it was like a complication. And I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. My mom was like covering me with cold washcloths. She was like, should I call 911? My parents have never treated me like that. It was crazy.
Was I 911?
You were. I was on the phone with Khalyla. I was like, I'm in so much pain. I don't know what to do. So
Why'd you go home for recovery?
No, I went home because I had the trip planned anyway.
And I had begged her not to go because I was like,
I was in so much pain that I finally remembered, I have a narcotic. I have hydrocodone. I'm going to take it because this is 911 level. I take the hydrocodone, slowly the pain goes away. And I was just laying in the basement, and I was I just had a smile on my face. I was like, what is this? I've never been high before. I've never felt anything. And I was like, as time passed, I was like, I think I want more of that. And then I talked about it with John and Carlos, our friends. And they were like, you should not keep doing pills. Don't do that. They're like, we think what you're looking for is weed. And then that's why I started doing weed.
okay, good. Because when you said hydrocodone and that you were happy, all my alarms went off.
It's bad, huh?
Yes.
I used to take Percocet.
Yeah, don't do that because it's the whole documentary. Was it America's biggest crime or something like that? Where it's most drug addictions
know if
don't
it's America's
stem
biggest crime.
from people just trying it out at parties. A lot of drug addictions that we don't necessarily think about are people coming off medical procedures
That's right.
or just
Yeah.
being dispensed
It's prescribed to
willy-nilly. Yeah.
100%. That is me right now. If I didn't have that surgery and that pain and take the pill, I probably wouldn't even be doing weed right now.
But what she's saying is, you have a surgery, you start taking this pill, you start getting addicted to it mentally, but also physically, and then you have this weed. It wasn't a recreational thing. You developed this addiction.
Yeah, you're right. That's a
Yeah.
little bit
So they
different.
said, stop doing the pills, do the weed.
Yeah.
Weed's amazing, isn't it? I also only do edibles now.
You do?
Yeah.
It's really great. Yeah, the first night I did it, of course, the classic thing, I took too much. I took 10 milligrams when I probably should have taken 2 or 5. And I just was going nuts. Like Dave said, like I couldn't stop talking. I just wouldn't shut up. I was just like,
That's a lot for 10 fucks me up.
yeah, it was so crazy. Like Dave said that he doesn't know how to feel about it because on one hand, like I get super horny and we have sex, but on the other hand, like I perform like a British telecast. Like I'm like, all right then. Like I just get really British and won't shut up, and also like very British male. Like I'm like, get on out of
Ricky
here.
Gervais.
What do you mean? Because you're doing a joke or your voice really changes?
I'm like silly and I like can't stop pretending I'm a British man. It's so weird.
You should do an episode high.
We are
to.
gonna
George said I
do it.
wasn't allowed to.
So I think we're gonna go to Vegas and we're all just gonna take edibles, right? That was the
I would
plan?
love to invite you to take your shoes off high.
Okay.
But high.
You have to pick me up.
I hurt my back.
No.
I'll pick you up, drive you to his house. How about that?
No, you guys actually do. Do you get high?
Oh, yeah.
I used to be the biggest fucking
But
pothead.
do you? Oh yeah,
You
we
did?
talked about you were supposed to come and get high.
Yeah.
Well, no, you guys will Uber. I'll get you
I don't
Uber
like
Blacks.
edibles, so I have to smoke.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But we'll get you Ubers.
Can you tell me why you don't like edibles?
I don't like the feeling of being physically high. I like the mental lift off, and when I smoke, there tends to be a little bit of more of a mental kind of feeling about it, psychological feeling about it that I really love. And so I've also just had the worst trip I ever had was taking too much edibles, and I fucked myself with that experience.
I feel like that's what I hear a lot from people is like, oh, I took too much once and I got really scared and now I don't do it.
Yeah, that was the last time I did edibles was a really bad experience, and not because it was my fault. I just took too much.
Well, here's a free ad. Kiva chocolates. Not even sponsored. I would love to be. It's almost the only weed I take now.
Oh, really? I do gummies exclusively.
They also have gummies, but Kiva chocolates, they come in these bars where each piece is 5 milligrams. It's always the same exact feeling. You always know how to dose yourself. It's the best.
I do, yeah. Of course it should have the dosage on there.
No, but some
Are you taking things that have no dose?
No, but sometimes it's like 5. You ever go into a house and it's like they have the AC on at 70 degrees and it's freezing, and another house you need to have it down to 64.
Yes.
It's like, what's going on here? How is 70? The way it's something's going on here. So 5 milligrams over here isn't the same as 5 over here.
Really? I love
Yeah.
the analogy, by the way.
Thank you. So
Like a lot.
the Kiva, out of all the ones I've tried, is like, this is it. This is the one.
Okay.
Consistently, I always feel, whatever mood I'm in, it's still, that always gives me that.
Would you take it at work, like at your acting job?
I mean, if the production, everybody was okay with it, I don't want to, I don't want to be disrespectful, but yeah.
Do you do it when you, like, how often do you take it?
I used to all the time. Not so much anymore. But I mean, yeah, I'm very functional on it. I wouldn't have been able to start my podcast without weed. I couldn't have edited as much as I was editing without weed.
Really?
Yeah. You said you are high now?
I'm not high now. No, I only take it like at night. But Dave is like, comes home from work and he's like, I'm not getting high with you tonight. Like, you need to stay away from me. Like, he's so done with me. He's like,
Take less. Take 2.5 milligrams.
I'm already past that.
You're not. You're not.
The dirty little not so secret thing about bedding aisle is that while cotton might be the most popular fabric for sheets, duvets, and pillowcases, it's also the most damaging to our planet. And that's why we're so thrilled to introduce to you Ettitude. By using 100% organic bamboo fabric, Ettitude sheets have 500 times more water than cotton and produce 52% less carbon emissions. So they're comfortable for you and the environment.
And they're very strong if you want to tie them together and escape somewhere. They are very strong.
Ettitude's 100% organic bamboo fabric has a unique silky smooth and feathery soft texture that is similar to silk. Really super freaking soft, guys. It delivers unparalleled comfort and actually feels better than cotton.
Yeah, it's like you're being hugged by your own sheets. So don't you want that?
Try any Ettitude bedding for 30 nights. If you're not completely satisfied, return it for a full refund. Right now, you can get 20% off your order plus free shipping when you visit ettitude.com/Tuesday and enter promo code Tuesday. Remember, that's Ettitude as in eco attitude. Order today for free shipping and 20% off your order at ettitude.com/Tuesday. Promo code Tuesday.
Hair's a thing. Hair's a thing. And it thins sometimes.
My sister cut her hair really short because she was like, my hair is absolutely thinning. In the last 3 months, she has a whole freaking full head of hair now.
Yeah.
And
It's
I was like,
amazing.
yeah.
This stuff is amazing.
It actually
It's
really
amazing.
works, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair. If you're among them, know that you're not alone and that there's a solution you can trust to deliver results.
And
So
that
see?
was weekend, not weekend hair.
I thought you were saying like weekend hair.
I know, like
ah!
weekend hair. When you clip it out, you just let it free.
Thousands of women have taken back control of their hair with Nutrafol, with many users raving that the supplement not only transformed their hair but restored their confidence as well. Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. In a clinical study, 80% of women reported improved hair growth after 6 months. More than 1,500 top doctors recommend Nutrafol as an effective and high-quality solution for healthier hair.
You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code TRASH to save $15 off your first month subscription. And this is their best offer anywhere. And it's only available to the U.S. customers for a limited time.
Plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com. That's spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code TRASH.
How often do you smoke weed?
Very rarely.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Because I told you I'm like a big square. I don't even drink coffee.
Is there something to you and Bobby, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like favorite nations type of thing?
You're both sober.
Because he's sober?
Yeah.
I try to be really considerate about that. I don't like ever bring alcohol in the house. If I do have drinks, it's always outside of the house. But I stopped having fun. Like I had so much fun. I used to wake and bake every day of my life. And somewhere down the road, I realized it wasn't amplifying my life in the way that it once did. And so I was like, all right, I think I may be over this phase and I may re-enter that phase. I'm not like, it's not, off the table, but yeah, I'll smoke with you guys.
I miss smoking, but it hurts my throat. And I connect with you on that.
Jew
And I'm
power.
sorry for everything that happened. Are you Jewish? I thought you were half regular.
I am.
How's your stand-up been going?
I haven't done it in 2 years.
Yeah, I've done it 3 times in 2 years. I got to get back. You want to get back?
I'm gonna go on. I'm doing a few dates in the fall in Portland and San Francisco. So
How do you think that's going to go?
I think it's gonna go well because I have material that I've been writing, and I have like really personal shit I'm gonna share that I'm saving to share it on my stand-up act.
For example, you could bleep all this out. When you got your pussy fixed?
It wasn't. You should stop.
Wait, did you get your pussy fixed?
No, he's trying to guess what the surgery was.
Oh my God, no, I got my pussy fixed.
Oh, I know.
Wait, what?
And it's fabulous.
Thank you.
Wait, what does that mean?
She's so young.
She's so young, she doesn't even know.
Esther, when a girl becomes a woman, her pussy explodes. I don't know exactly the scientific
Exactly
term.
it. I think that's scientific.
Yeah, the pussy explodes.
Yeah.
And then with gravity and with...
There's nothing that makes me more uncomfortable than you saying the P word. Like, it's got to stop.
Sure, I'll stop.
But did you really get a surgery?
No, my pussy's beautiful, Esther. I would never touch it. I would, but I'm just saying I would never have.
I'll touch it for you.
You're
Are you
always
attracted to
welcome.
girls sexually?
Oh my God.
We all are. I think I am. She is.
Obviously you are. Are you?
How obvious is that?
Because you've been saying you want a muff diver.
No, she's been saying she's want to finger me.
No, she's doing like big sister. I could talk this way. I could talk this way too.
See, she's conned you too. Esther is my little pervy lesbian.
You know what's really weird is some people have a really strong opinion that I'm definitely super, super straight, some of my friends. And then I have other friends who are like, you're 100% gay and you need to tell Dave.
Can I say something that's really corny, but I think that in the world we're in now, it's important for somebody to speak this as the truth. Whatever it is not only is it none of our business, I think it's wonderful that you're in touch with your sexuality, your body, or that you're okay with the way you look and that kind of stuff. But I'm curious if you guys would ever...
Yeah, of course. Esther has touched my vagina on this show multiple times. She stuck fingers up there. We're good.
Inside, really? Swear to God.
Yes, she's had her little
On the podcast, is that true?
powder dip in my vajays.
On the podcast?
We just blur it out.
Are you getting hard yet, Daddy?
No.
And on that note, the French fries are here, guys.
We really do have French fries today? Okay.
I was going to say, if you want to get me hard, you could put up the 6th lead on that screen.
Oh my God. It's true. I know it's true, Rick.
No. I have once as a joke, and a girl came over and said, I won't sleep with you until you watch a couple of my videos. But we didn't really watch them. It was just one joke, and that's what I'm recalling.
That's funny. Hi.
Are we rating these?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
This is the sick game that George plays with me that he only lets me taste the foods I want if we wear something sexy. It's so unfair.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I heard on all of your shows you demand you get fry breaks.
okay, first up, it looks like we have this should have been a blind test, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll try to be as honest and unbiased as possible.
Can I tell you something that I did like 15 years ago? I once went to, me and two of my friends, we went to Wendy's, McDonald's, and Burger King. We got chicken nuggets, chicken sandwiches, and fries, and we did like this type of thing.
You think
And
I
it's making
haven't
me
done
think like
that?
that. Oh,
Are you
I don't
saying-
think you did it with other people.
I did. Maybe I didn't.
Are you saying we copped your style?
No, I'm saying this is reminding me of that.
So up first we have Burger King.
Thank you.
Please rate them on all levels.
You don't have barbecue
Just,
sauce, do you?
Only ketchup.
We're keeping it all the same.
You would be asking for extra things. You seem
Honestly,
like a
I wish
type.
I'm so difficult.
Barbecue
Okay, it's hard to
sauce?
rate them because they're not super fresh, but
Yeah.
they are really good.
Thank you so much, but when did you get these?
They're dry.
Yes, sir.
like 15, 20 minutes ago.
They're dry but tasty.
Wow, I haven't had a fast food fry in so long.
Thank you.
It's
Izzy.
good, huh?
Let's get a rating of the Burger King fries.
What's the scale?
Well, we have to. Can you do that? Don't you have to do
1 to
that?
10? Well, no, you got to rate this one first. This is the baseline now.
Here's a question that I guess there's no right answer to, but I think we should all be on the same page with. Are we rating flavor / what they could be? Or are we also rating the fact like they're not hot, but it's to go? It's not necessarily their fault. Like, how are we doing this?
Well,
It's what
look,
they are right
safe
now.
to assume that they're all pretty soggy. So
Yeah.
we'll go by taste. Just flavor.
Out of 10?
Yep.
I think that it's not too salty, and I really dig that. I would give it about a 6.5.
If it wasn't Burger King, I think I would give it a lower rating, but because it has like the Burger King nostalgia
I
factor,
know what you're saying.
it's going a little higher. But I think
Thank you.
I think if it wasn't Burger King, it'd be a 4. But because it tastes familiar, it's like a 6.
That's exactly not only the same numbers, the same reason.
Rick, we're really compatible.
If I ate this fry not knowing what it was, I would probably be like, this tastes like a bad Burger King fry. But the fact that it is okay,
Carl's Jr.
I mean, tastes like a potato the way it's supposed to, not some synthetic thing. Warm. Did you get Carl's Jr. the most recent?
No, actually.
Okay, warmer.
Like
Oh,
salt. It's not salty.
It needs more salt, but that's fine. I'm giving this for fast food fries. I'm giving this an 8.
I'm going 5. It's just
I'm
so
not going to fast food for it to taste naturally potatoey.
Yeah.
I'm looking for fucking salt and grease. And this is naturally potatoey.
You could add salt to a fry that doesn't taste bad, and it's salty trash.
Just in the way that I don't want to fucking add barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Serious.
Okay.
It's so basic. Like there's nothing exciting about it, you know?
The fact that it's basic is what's exciting. It just tastes like a fry. They
Fuck
cut
no.
some fries,
Fuck
they put it in the
no.
fryer. Okay.
We need Esther and Khalyla's ratings of the Carl's Jr. before we're.
I'm going to give it a 5.
A 4.
Whoa.
I'm still eating them.
Okay.
Thank you.
These are
I just
so
said
good.
Rick gave it an 8,
Yeah.
and now on to McDonald's.
I mean, McDonald's, the way I remember it, McDonald's were the king of the fast food
Yeah.
fry.
Oh my God. This one's it, guys.
Honestly, it's not that much better than Burger King.
But I can feel the double fry.
You give me the salt that these McDonald's fries have on top of the simple potato flavor of this Carl's Jr., you got yourself a customer.
I'm kind of freaking out because I kind of feel like fries.
One sold.
First of all, fries without a sauce are just kind of sad to me. Like I need ketchup or sweet and sour or barbecue. But the fries, I'm like, is it the fry or is it the nostalgia that I like? Because I only don't like the Carl's Jr. one because it's no familiarity for me. But McDonald's and Burger King, it's like childhood happiness.
I think if the Carl's Jr. one was good enough for your palate, it wouldn't matter that there was nothing that you could relate it to.
And it's not. Yeah.
I think that if you salt these, you would feel like you're having completely different fries.
Also, if you had ketchup, maybe too.
I don't need ketchup.
Why not?
I don't want to bore your audience, but it's a long, drawn-out reason.
I want to hear it. Because
No.
for a while, I also excommunicated ketchup from my life. It has since re-entered, but I want to know your reason.
Well, I was just being dramatic. I just don't like ketchup.
Oh, God.
But, I was trying to make this podcast Pardon the pun.
I thought you were going to say something about I don't do nightshades. It causes.
I was limiting nightshades for a while, but
I knew it.
I needed the spice to poop again.
Will you take these away from me? They're so good.
You seem like a.
You're going to pull another bag, like a Whopper out of your purse. You take these away from me? I got to eat this. Whoa, man.
McDonald's ratings, everybody.
For me, that was a solid 8.
7.5.
Why are these 0.5s? Why not just rate them out of 20 at that point?
I wouldn't allow it.
7.
All right. So I think we have a winner.
Esther gives it a 13 out of 20. This is so good. I've been driving by McDonald's for a bit now. And like the past few months, like I got to go get some fries. And I just don't do it because, you don't want to end up like her. But whoa, baby.
I know. When I had McDonald's for the first time in a long time this summer, I had.
What were you doing in between?
Here's what it is. It's exactly how you remember it. It's the same, and nothing is the same anymore.
You know what's funny? You know what's interesting? In more ways than one, just on French fries alone, you are very attracted to familiarity and things that are the same.
Yes.
And that's probably why you lack growth. Now, Khalyla, I have a question for you. And Betty, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I'm just being raw and honest to the audience. Okay? I would love to sit here. Look at how great this is. We're doing comedy for a living. We're having such a good time.
I hate this
Okay?
perspective.
Let me sit here, eat some French fries, and look at your tits. Will you take your top off?
For you, Rick, not a fucking chance.
Okay.
That energy.
For Esther, 1,000%.
It makes me so grossed out and mostly it's guys who say it, but girls do too in comedy, or people they're like, I'm just sitting here getting paid to make people laugh. I'm like, calm down.
Yeah, Esther, you don't understand character work.
Explain. What the fuck do you mean by that?
I'm just fucking bringing in energy. I'm just playing around. Look at we're deconstructing. I'm just having fun. I'm not gonna lie that there isn't some truth to the appreciation of that. This is our life and we get to do this. I get to sit next to a beautiful girl and eat some French fries.
Oh, he called you beautiful.
I'm sorry, across from a beautiful girl. I wanted one of you to say something. I was like, come on, let me let this land.
Wait, Rick, I just also, I realize you are a little bit excited about the deception that are my tits at the moment, but these are drawn in. I have A cups. These are pushed up and contoured to the high heavens. So
If we weren't on a podcast right now,
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't be talking to you like this.
that's true, Rick.
I'm just
think-
having fun.
We do talk a lot about it, stocks and, our monies. I think that's all we've ever really talked about in the last couple months.
Finances.
Investments
And stuff. Rick's my guy. We chat about
Maybe you
the
should get a
monies.
better guy. I think I have a better guy for you.
Look at your face when you make that. Look what you look like. Imagine, I'd have a better guy. Look at that. Zoom in on that.
Do not zoom in. Nobody zoom in.
You look like a Ren and Stimpy picture up close.
Nobody zoom in. Oh my God.
How's this going, guys?
My stomach hurts.
Yeah.
Oh no, Esther.
Do you take digestive enzymes? You had some for her, right?
I know.
What's a digestive enzyme?
Betty turned me onto them.
Wait, tell me more.
They're just, if you're trying not to eat gluten and you accidentally eat gluten, or if somebody brings you just a whole bunch of French fries and your body's not used to it, you take a digestive enzyme.
I think that someone once hypothesized that all hot girls have digestive issues. And that's because we really, I added myself in there, run our bodies to the ground.
Well, what's her excuse? Why can't Esther take a dump?
Esther, why can't you take a dump?
No, when I'm more stressed and anxious, I lean towards constipation. Look, everyone, I think you either lead towards constipation or
diarrhea.
diarrhea.
I'm a constipation guy myself.
Same.
I'm not. I'm the opposite.
Yeah, well, you're...
I'm a shit blood kind of gal.
Okay.
I see a gastroenterologist. For someone so young, I've had like 2, I've had probes up my butt a lot.
What? They don't do probes.
Yeah, they do.
you
My
had a
last time I was in Dr. Teddy's office, I was like,
Dr. Teddy? Is that his first name?
Yeah, well, his name's Theodore, but I call him Dr. Teddy because he's been up my ass, Esther. So, I mean, at this point, we're on a first name basis. It's Dr. Teddy.
Fingers or like a stick?
No, a probe
A
and
stick?
a camera.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't go to her finance guy.
Just a stick. No, so you lay on your side. You take a couple deep breaths. They lube up this thing. It's a scope that goes up your butt. And he tells you if
Does it
things
go
are
around the
going
corner?
swimmingly or not.
What was your joke that you were too insecure to say out loud?
Does it go around the corner?
That's the kind of stuff you should project. That's the comedy I like. Up your butt and around the corner. That was good. I want to see your finance guy. I want him to stick a stick up my ass.
Have you had a colonoscopy?
I have, yeah.
Same.
Cut to a clip.
And how was your prep? Did you do a good job? Because they always tell you afterwards, like, oh, you did a really good job with your prep. Everything was so clear. We were able to see everything.
They did
Prep
not.
like what? Like not eating for a little bit or something?
No, you're supposed to take a lot of laxatives the day
Right.
before and just not eat and basically rinse your entire gut clean. So when the camera goes up there, it's very clear. The imaging is clear.
Nobody complimented me on my prep.
Oh, Esther.
I didn't get an insult, but I did not.
Wait, you
get
did get a colonoscopy?
Yeah.
Did they
That's
see?
so funny to see like you two bent over in separate rooms. But
You think
getting
that's how it goes? We're on all fours and they just scope us that
You're
way?
on your side. I'm just saying, you guys are just getting ready to have the scope put up, and your doctors are like, look at this. And theirs are like, oh my God.
Esther, if you were a gay man, I worry about your prep.
What do you mean?
I mean, look,
Oh.
it's
She
like,
means, what do you mean, if?
wait, you've done anal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's your prep like before anal?
It's kind of more
Ask him
feeling-
to be kind to me.
It's kind of more like you kind of know when you can and you know when you can't.
Correct.
So I couldn't just like prepare for it.
But you've never done like enemas or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
no. But I disclaim. I have a strong disclaimer.
What's the disclaimer?
That's what I'm talking about. Expectations.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I don't know
I'm a
what's
mess.
gonna happen.
Right.
I might shit on you. And they have to either say like that's fine, or they're like, okay, let's not do it.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's fine.
My thing
though.
is always, if you double dip, I will cut your dick off.
no, that's not allowed.
Yeah.
So earlier,
I
was
bet you double dip on girls.
earlier we were talking about
You sick fuck. You make
about-
them watch your sketches, and then you put your sad penis that's soft in their butt, and then in their vagina. I know you do it, and then you're like, I didn't want to have sex.
I'm going to call banana break on that one.
what is banana break?
When the
have
emotions
to
run
bend over.
high, we refill on the potassium.
And you have to bend over, get on
Oh,
all
I don't eat
fours.
bananas.
Of course you don't.
Because you're scared.
I have a banana intolerance, yes.
What in banana?
I don't know, but I was making smoothies all the time, and I kept getting stomachache, so I was just, figuring out taking in, and I narrowed it down to bananas and or blueberries. It's one of the two, but I don't want to test it anymore, so I just kind of stay away from them.
You are so lame.
Esther, you tell guys that you might shit on them before you have sex with them.
Honesty.
And then you make fun of me for telling a girl, hey, if you want to come over, I'm not sure if I want to have sex yet. And then you say, you got a little sad dick. And you're like, oh, but I can't, you're not allowed to even go, and you're so judgmental. You're so average on everything that you do. The way you look, the way you insult, the ideas that you have. And now I'm coming in making some character choices, and you're like, ew, 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 I'm Esther, I need caramel for my banana because my pussy didn't get fixed right. So that's what I meant, no growth. It's the same thing.
I did not get a surgery to fix.
Well, I'm sorry, Dave. Apparently the budget's tight, but her pussy ain't. Get that thing fixed. It's just a
That
character.
is
It's just a
so
character.
gross to say.
You were just making fun of me in so many ways. So many ways. You always make fun of me. And then when I say one little truth that like you're not
little.
attractive and you suck.
Rick,
I think that there's just so much love between us. I think that's what it is.
But there's definitely good stuff there. There's definitely good stuff there. There's definitely some good stuff there. I think that we aren't milking it properly. I think there's maybe we've been pulling on the wrong udders. Can I call your breasts udders? But, it's definitely worth it. The relationship is worth it. You know. You know what I think is most special about you?
What?
Do you know?
Tell me.
You are who you are. You know?
That is actually a pretty good compliment.
Yeah, and you're like a Kiva chocolate. I know what I'm getting every time.
Yeah.
I'm not always in the mood. It's probably going to give me a stomach ache and some anxiety. But I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. And I was joking about you being unattractive.
Let's shake on it.
I don't.
You don't want to touch me? That reminds me of a guy I used to date who would scrape my tongue clean before he'd kiss me.
Oh, you told me that.
Wait, did he really do that, Esther?
Yes. It was kind of cute. Like there was a cuteness. It was like, okay, let me clean your mouth.
Was it that he thought you were dirty, or was it that he had things? Like, do you think he does that with other girls?
I do not think he does that with other
He's
girls.
just here's why I could never date a guy like that. If he's scraping my tongue, I know he's not eating my ass, and that's a problem. I need a dude to just be down for it all.
I agree that it didn't last.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I need you to be fine with all the juices
same.
in my body.
All?
All Rick. All Rick.
All right, I have a question for you. You did your work before going to get the scope, to get scoped up your butt, right?
Yeah.
Right. You did that so the doctors didn't have to deal with all of your juices.
He's not my lover. Dr. Teddy is not my lover. I don't expect Dr. Teddy to eat my ass.
I do when I go.
That's a really good counter argument. If I'm been walking around the streets of London and my testicles have a scent, right? Some Betty might say, "Oh, I love the pheromones," or whatever the things might be. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. I am thinking, I'll shower. Now, it's not necessary all the time, but if you know that if you're sweaty and if you just worked
You're
out.
not understanding me, Rick. I would never offer up my pussy in a less than pristine state because I
would.
love my partner. I know Esther would.
I wasn't misunderstood.
That should be your name. Never gonna get married. She is misunderstood.
I feel so strongly that this is my easy example. Like if I fly cross country, New York to LA, get off the plane and show up and you're not just like ready to go down on me, then like I don't think we're.
Well, here's the thing about that, Esther. And while I appreciate that and I'm proud of you, I don't feel sexy when I feel not completely clean. And it's more of a me thing than me trying to be nice to the guy. I'm not trying to be considerate to him. I'm trying to be considerate to me.
I understand what you're saying.
Compatibility.
No.
He wants what you want. Clean partner.
And by clean, I just mean clean, my idea of what clean is. Because I like him to get in there.
With like a hand? You went like
I
this?
just like him to consume me wholly.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Very poetic.
When
do you feel sexy?
Honestly, eat a big burger, down a milkshake, a big thing of fries. All right, like let's fucking go.
You're just like Jennifer Lawrence.
Like fully just like when you're just kind of like whatever.
So you feel sexy when you're comfortable.
I don't know if that's the word. Just like let's have fun energy is when I feel sexy.
Burgers are fun? Is there
Yeah.
another example that doesn't involve food?
Well, let me explain why it's burgers, because it's like I just had a burger. Fuck it, I'm filthy. Like I'm like a filthy.
It's filthy pig energy.
Yeah,
I'm
Right.
into that.
yeah. What do you think of that?
I don't know. I don't connect to that. I don't feel sexy after I
don't-
just had a whole bunch of burgers
Well,
and
you're not
fries.
into FPE.
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Into what?
Filthy pig energy.
Oh.
No, I have coasters.
Yeah, I do not have.
I wouldn't even feel
coasters.
comfortable with Esther flying from New York and putting a drink down on my table, let alone eating her disgusting asshole.
Do you travel with coasters, Rick?
No.
I just imagine you have a little just box with coasters.
Just first class, she puts the drink. 1 second. and they're branded with my podcast. They're little take your shoes off coasters.
You know what? You have big coaster energy.
Yeah,
That's-
BCE.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I was at a guy's place and I put my drink down and he was like, "Can you use a coaster?"
I'd be out of there.
I would be like,
And that's the difference. And I get that because that's not compatibility. But if a girl comes over, if a woman comes over and has what's the word?
Precipitation.
Participation. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You get it. I can't say that word. Has it. And then just flippantly puts it down on wood. There isn't a pill in the world that's going to get me hard with her. But you don't care about that kind of stuff.
The adjective you're using or adverb you're using is flippantly. You've already labeled it something in your mind that it isn't
I'm
because
being-
it's like we're
doesn't
thinking
matter.
of you, not of my fucking drink on the wood, Rick.
Then you're not thinking of me.
And you're selfish,
thinking-
and the woman has to be serving you at all times.
George,
making your,
George, when I came
cleaning
into the
your
house,
home.
do you remember the first thing I asked you?
Rick, if I don't know you and we're on a first date, how am I supposed to know you in that way?
Because some people will not go to a house for dinner without bringing a flower or a bottle of wine. Like some people, they bring a house gift because that's their rules, right or wrong. That's theirs. They subscribe to. I walked into this house and the first thing I asked was, "Would you like me to take my shoes off?" The reason I asked it is I would want that. So do unto others. In my head, I could never do that. So if somebody else does that, I would have to say something.
Fucking boner fucking killer, Rick.
You know what? I didn't want to say this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say this because I wanted to be a gentleman. And Betty, I'm sorry, I was young. I fucked so many hot chicks.
I knew I was gonna go here. That's disgusting.
That's all I did, dude.
But see, that's
all I did was fuck them and watch my sketches. And
I fucking knew it. And that is you are like my guy friends. You measure your self-worth by how many
Shut
chicks
up, you miserable fucking dirty ass troll. I'm playing around. All right, I had some good times with some pretty ladies, all of which I got to know. But
Are you a certified lover boy?
Wait, Esther, I know that you've called yourself a certified lover boy lately. Like, what do you think that is? What's the criteria for that?
Well, it's Drake's album.
Yes, we know.
And I think it's just like a guy that just or a girl, you just love to be loving with someone. Like you want to wine and dine them and like make love. It's like you actually want to make love, which that makes me uncomfortable. Like I just like to have sex. But I think that's what like a lover boy does.
I've turned a corner. I've returned to wanting to make love.
Ew.
So maybe
I don't think you can call making love when it includes eating Bobby Lee's ass.
You can.
Like, I love you.
You
but
can. You absolutely can. Because there's a difference between going down on somebody's privates, like, going nuts, or if you're just like really like connected and just like what's that bug that when your butt is to the mouth?
Centipede, human centipede.
Yeah. If it's just like
That is a bug.
if you're making out, there's a difference between eating an ass and making out with one.
No, there's not.
I would say,
No.
Rick, I think I'm with you.
Thank you.
On this. There's a way to
Yeah,
passionately.
there's sensual. You could.
Yeah.
You don't like when you go because that's right. But what about like
Ew, stop.
and just like
Stop.
eye contact, Rick.
I was trying to, but he wasn't looking at me. Also, did you notice even the fries that I accidentally dropped on the floor? I picked up.
Did I drop them and not?
I don't think you have ever dropped a fry. Esther goes, they have smalls?
Ricky Glassman, thank you so much for coming over and causing traffic in my neighborhood. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the stock tips.
Sure.
I hope you come back on this show.
Pick up Ethereum Classic ETC, and I'm always pushing VeChain.
I've been treading on that shit. Whatever your dad treads on, because you were like, oh, DraftKings, my dad's been treading on it. I was like, I got on that shit quick.
Do you got into DraftKings?
Yeah, wow. Like first time we talked about it.
Yeah, I didn't. Dad did well with it. He did. I guess I made the wrong bet.
I don't day trade. I'm not a gambler. So
But you'll have someone go down on you after New York to LA. Esther Bavitsky.
yeah, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. We love you, Rick. We love you so much. We're gonna miss you as we send you off on your journey. Where can we learn more about you?
You can learn more about me on Take Your Shoes Off podcast. And Khalyla, you've been on one time. Esther, you have been on 3 or 6 times.
Whoa.
Yeah, because we did our own little side project.
Oh, that's right. That's
so
right.
six podcasts with just the two of us,
Right.
but 3 Take Your Shoes Off. And it was really fun to be able to come here and into your studio, into your environment, and be a guest. I was treated so nice. You gave me fries. We laughed. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this when you asked.
Why?
Why? I FaceTimed you and all.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Politely.
Yeah, because of text, I could have found some words.
When I want something, it's on.
And I did it.
I confront you.
And I'm glad that I did it.
Me too. I'm glad that you came here. I hope you come back.
I guess we'll end this podcast the way I try to end every podcast I've done.
Go for it.
Rick.
Rock, paper, scissors. We're meant to be.
Yeah. You guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of Trash Tuesdays. I was today's guest, Rick Glassman, with Khalyla and Esther. Tune in next week for special guest Megan Trainor. Have a good one.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Rick can't get hard. Pass it on.
They know. And it's not that I can't get hard, it's that I sometimes don't get hard. I take it as a, it's a superpower. I don't let my penis make my decisions for me.
I think
My penis is a good guy. I'm not gonna get hard for anyone.
I like that. It's kind of low pressure for me.
No, don't buy this.
Why?
He's reverse engineering some nice boy thing just because he can't get it up sometimes.
I don't think it's a nice boy thing.
What if, I know you guys can't connect to this. I'm sorry, you guy, and you can't connect to this. But what if intimacy is intimate?
You're right, Ray.
And I am not able,
Look, you know how we talked about that you had high female hormones?
I also have very high testosterone.
Okay, look, all I'm saying is that they're competing against one another. And sometimes, here's my theory, is that you operate like a woman in the sense that
Yes.
we have reactive arousal, not spontaneous arousal. And I need to feel connected to somebody before my pussy gets wet. So there.
You couldn't have said it more poetic. But I will also add that I still wake up hard. Okay?
Congratulations.
Why? Why do guys wake up hard?
I think it's
a blood flow
cortisol.
thing.
It's a cortisol thing.
I don't think it's because guys' spontaneous erections happen. That's
Yeah.
the gift from God, right? Us, we have to think. We have
Yeah.
to react. We have to wait and see.
I love a guy who's very generously erect. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just always kind of hard.
Yeah, it makes it probably easier for you to not worry about, am I the problem? But is there truth to this? Is there truth to this that like, whether you're cool or not, when you meet somebody new, okay, you could be attracted to them or you could not be. You like, I'm nervous. You're nervous a little. And to pretend you're not nervous, for me, makes you spin. Like, I have to act a certain way. I can't be on it.
I love to be honest about that I'm nervous.
Yeah, so when you're nervous.
So should I say like, just so you know, I might stay dry tonight?
Sure. Are you going to be dry?
I might.
You can't just put lube on a penis and all of a sudden it fixes it, Women have it so easy in this town.
That is so not true. Lube does not just fix a dry vagina. It's
doesn't.
still
Well, that's what lube does. What are you talking about? Lube.
He might be right there, Esther. It really just does fix a lot.
I mean, you could literally grease a door and it works.
Grease your fucking doorknob then.
What I did find when I was younger and blah, 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 blah. If you do put lube on before a condom, it makes everything a lot easier.
Yeah, because the condom slips off and then you feel...
No, the condom, you don't feel anything with the condom.
If
wait. You put lube on your bare penis,
And
then
Why'd you have to call it a bare penis? Because it had a little bit of chest hair?
naked because it's a naked penis
Yes.
with lube, and then condom over the lube.
does the condom not slip off?
It makes the condom do this a little bit. So there's more, so there's friction.
That's scary.
That's not good.
For pregnancies,
That's
because
bad.
I've been known to capture sperm real well, hence
The
the
condom
abortions.
doesn't come off. It's a difference between this and this.
I don't know. That's a little risky for me.
That sounds actually.
That millimeter of movement makes it a little risky.
Well,
And also, then you're fucking the condom.
yeah. Well, I'm not fucking you.
But I'm not asking you to, but
Yeah, you want to fuck the condom too.
so it sounds like the lube inside the condom is what's getting you off and not the vagina.
Is that a hit to your ego?
It is, I think.
Yes, it is. That's a
Uh-huh.
problem with me.
I'm not.
Bend
am I-
over.
This really, I feel like this makes total sense. Otherwise, a condom, it's like putting on, you ever have to put on a glove and it's just like fucking sucks?
It's why I quit nursing school.
Because of the gloves?
Because I couldn't get my hands into a glove because it was too sweaty. So it was too much of a fight.
Now, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What if I were to say, all you gotta do is lube up your hands, and you were comfortable? In fact, so comfortable, you had an orgasm from it.
Then I wouldn't be doing this podcast and I'd still be a nurse.
No, shut the fuck up. No, go home.
Rick.
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 For
Rick.
razors.
Rick. You guys, thank you so much. That's betterhelp.com/Tyso.